Alright everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. And we are in Act 3, just getting there. Last episode was a bit long. Sorry about that if you don't like the super long episodes. But, I wanted to get through all the dialogue, and I knew that was the end of Act 3. The hell? Oh, I guess we still have it because we can evolve our companions, but none of them really want this tadpole, so I'm not going to force them. I think only Astarion would really want that. Still got that kid's eye patch. We really need to find somebody to barter with.
These boots have seen everything.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt.
Oh, god damn it, that
Waiting.
really encumbered me.
What they know could help us.
Daughter of Darkness. Let's see. Get Gortash's Netherstone. Baldur's Gate is near. We should find out where Gortash is. Get Orin's Netherstone. Murder Most Foul may be the place to start when tracking a Baldurs. Help Kithrak Voss. Let's see. Daughter of Darkness. Be present in this vicinity. Blaze of Frontiers, and then we have Pale Elf. Man, I really hope Damon didn't die. Because I can't afford boots. We don't really know. We found the one gnome that we recognized, but other than that, I don't think I recognize anybody else.
Don't mind if I do.
Man, I cannot believe I was Rivington.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Where'd you last see her?
She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
I don't know where your mom is, but here, take a few coin. You must be hungry, take some food. Yeah, take some food.
Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Weird. You run up to a stranger and ask that. Okay. But yeah, I can't believe I was keeping all of those rotten things. I thought they'd be able to craft with them, but nope.
This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
Okay. So we got south. I guess north. Very north. We've got 4 different paths we can go to. Oh. We got 3 free Orpheus. Help Kithrak Voss and the Githyanki warrior up here. So I guess that means exploring stuff will go
You'll be in a big,
down here.
cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things
should
right
speak
before
up.
bed.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Oh wow.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Oh, can't do anything about that. That's sad. I think refugee are the ones we don't need to talk to.
You can see the city. Up on the hill.
The hell?
It's up there and we're down here.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
Why not?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened.
Steel Watch, is that some sort of fancy new rank of city watchman?
A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
But I want to go in. I want to go back there. Maybe I can help, you know. But yeah, one thing I heard is that Act 3, if you know, do what I do, it is probably the longest act in the game. What the hell? Shadowheart, get in here. Ooh. So yeah, I mean it took almost 100 hours to get to Act 3, but hey, and I think it probably would have been 100 hours if, yes, thank you, I would have done everything that I wanted to do, because I did miss out on a few things, like I said, rescuing the tieflings and the gnomes, because I didn't realize, you know, not to help that lady at first. You know, if I would have known, I would have done that, so. Alright, so we do have 8 of those. Let's see about... Man, because we really can't get rid of much. Alright, that unencumbers us at least. Oh, hey, I didn't steal anything.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
Okay, well, at least we found some health. Oh, so we actually just can't go. Yeah, because there obviously is some stuff down there. Perhaps over here we can get through.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper.
If I was a Sharon lookout,
What
this
in the
is
hell
sort of
was
place
that?
I'd wait around.
An earthquake, perhaps. Strong enough to rouse the dead, too.
Oh my god. I really wish I could just... You know what, I can... split this. We don't need all that poison with us. And now she's encumbered, even though it said that it wouldn't encumber her.
Blackets will be done.
Oh yeah. Oh, have her keep a rotten carrot because you can throw it at people. There we go. I don't know how much we really need water.
An efficient path. Something over there. Within reach.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Circle of Death. Sculpt a massive sphere of entropic energy around a creature. Devastate the target and all surrounding creatures.
Here we go. Wonder if the gods are watching me. That might be worth a look.
2 dirt mounds. Got Thunder Wave. Let's give this to Shadowheart. Circle of Death. Okay, so no, you can't. So you can't get back there. They're just jumping over here. It seems like you would be able to. But, no. Okay. My feet hurt. Gleeful clawing.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these spotters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Calm down and tell me what's going on.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
Detect thoughts. Delve into this frustrated man's mind.
I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement?
This is a pretty big house. Are you sure you don't have a single spare room? Squatters, is it? Maybe I'd be willing to lend a helping hand. I hear these sorts of houses always have basements. What do you use yours for?
My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something.
Mind if I take a look?
Who do you think you are? Zenobia? People are lining up to break into my property. Do something about it.
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Now, please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Let's go ahead and charm you. So, wonder if these people, as Gleeful Clong, I hope this is the right decision. 70, 95.
Can't give up. Fall, damn you.
Miss.
Victory awaits.
Still on my feet.
Damn. Even with all of those disadvantages she has. Off balance, blinded. Like, what the hell? Noxious fumes and bleeding, you're gonna die. Immobile, frightened. Yes, of course. Well, might as well just kill him.
Put him up.
There we go.
Talk to me.
3, you should die.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
I'm ready. You bow, or you break.
Can't even catch my breath.
Wounds are
Okay.
Smell blood. Need to learn the hard way.
Let's get on with it.
Still alive? So that's progress.
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me?
Intimidation. I want the family to stay. You have room for them, surely?
Well, with Zenobia and the others gone, I don't suppose you'll take no for an answer. All right, they can stay. Are you happy now? Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do.
I'm sure a man of your means can find room at an inn somewhere.
A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
The hell just... I don't understand why that keeps happening. It just keeps like freezing. We'll search and see what these guys have. If it's nothing crazy, I guess just a regular mall.
What's in here?
And then there's, because what I was curious about was what is in his basement. We'll reload. Oh, what the heck? I don't know why I didn't take that.
What path lies?
You know, I want to know what's in his basement.
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
That's curious. Cursed to put my hands on everything. Right tool will do the trick.
Seven to 10. Alright.
Let's avoid that trap.
There are traps here.
Woglins. Huh, that's pretty cool. Everybody failed the perception.
Trap. Be cautious. Trap. Be cautious.
I see a trap.
Watch how you go. That's a trap. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Okay, I guess this is all the, 20. We'll find out. Got it. What was in... Whoops. This guy's basement that was so crazy. We have a blackmail letter. Arthur, a package still waiting for you at Felagree's. You'd better not be late again or we'll start to wonder if you're really as committed as you claim to be. Pick it up, put it in the teddy bears, make the donation. It couldn't be simpler, really. If it's still here this time tomorrow, we'll stuff you with it. As you well know, we've plenty to spare.
Might be worth checking Arthur's donations. Looks like his generosity is compromised.
Instructions for donation. Gifts for refugees only, please distribute.
I'm sure this toy will be finished soon if they bear with it.
Really? Some mechanical parts are visible. So they're putting, my guess is they're putting fireworks or explosives.
Open up.
Inside the teddy bears. Let's disarm this really quick.
Trap. Time to dance.
Traveler's Guide on the Sword Coast, Volume 8, The Outer City. True and Impossible Adventures of Tinderbox Monroe, Volume 1. We've read that. Have we read this? Probably. Inscrutable Journal. We followed Musharraf's instructions so far, but something feels odd. We've encountered no creatures along the way, only alien noises from all directions. Sleep evades us, and the muck on the boots has hardened into a permanent feature. Hopefully we find... Lost more hair this morning. I knew there were side effects to coming back, but I didn't expect it to be so... I hear him laughing, the lamentations of the Ammuns droning like a chorus. What is the purpose of this hellhole? He speaks through the walls, the ceiling, the floors. Is he the tomb? Is he... On the last legible page is a crudely drawn charcoal outline of a bearded devil's face and its mouth agape in silent scream. I'm going to take it because I can't take really anything. Infernal Contracts and Bargains. This book presents a guide on which devils to bargain with for what. One must choose which devil they deal with using utmost vigilance. Remember, devils are not only fiends, they're bastards. I once knew a man who asked for ultimate protection against his enemies from a devil of dispatcher. He was transported into an impregnable iron fortress deep underground, one without doors, so pick and choose with caution, friends. For matters of money, creatures of Minoros can best salve your woes. For matters of pleasure or pain, face the fiery folk of Plegavos. This tome continues in much the same manner. A Sprinter's Guide to Goblins by Colin Maringu. Let's talk goblinoids. Your standard goblin is well armored and conniving, and while not the best strategists, they are deadly in bigger groups. Hobgoblins are where the species get disciplined. Smarter, stronger, and as mean as a bag of hedgehogs. Hobgoblins are natural leaders for their kin. Bugbears are as tough as ogres, only shrewder. And they can be unnervingly quiet when they want to. Avoid these sleuthy bruisers. Me? Ha! I avoid them all, chum. Weathered chisel set. Yeah, I wish they, like, grayed out books that you've read.
Always room
Fire
for
Amber. They do that in one game. I can't remember what game it was. Box of fire. I guess you can pick up the whole box.
Trap. Be cautious.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Okay, I guess that does nothing. There's a dog going insane outside of my house. I don't know who the hell it is. Whose dog it is. We know that the rotten stuff is to throw at enemies, and that's it. The History of the Flaming Fist, we have read that one, I know. Fables of Faerun 3, The Enticing Elder. Okay, we can read this one. There were once two sisters, one a great fighter and one a great cleric, who longed for new adventure. I shall skewer an elder brain upon my sword, cried the fighter to the Underdark. I wish I know the secrets of the brain's powers, said the cleric. Let us be off. In the recesses of the deep, the sisters slew darklings and darrow, bugbears and bullets. The two reached an Illithid colony when the fourth 10-day passed. Their quest would soon be complete. With great effort, they felled a half-dozen mind flayers and soon reached the elder brain's lair. It rose from the brine pool as the center of its chamber, flanked by Illithids. The brain didn't speak aloud, but the sisters could hear it in their minds. I am called Quaz. Why have you come? I will make your powers my own, called the cleric. I will crush you and bring an end to your tyranny, said the fighter. The brain hovered in silence. A moment later, a burst of psionic energy shook the chamber, and the sisters lay dead. Good luck, Quaz replied. The Illithids feasted heartily that day. Okay. Oh, I just read that. Telescope.
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
The founding of Baldur's Gate. I think we've read this. Baldur's Gate in the dialects of plunder. Another music box. And of course that encumbers me. But that's okay because we can send all these to camp. Okay, so let's check out. Investigate the suspicious toys. We found a blackmail letter in a toy maker's cellar. Something dangerous has been placed inside toys donated to the refugees. We should find them and quickly. Okay. Wonder if he's still out there. We can ask him.
She'll be all right. She's a brave girl. We'll get through this.
She's not brave, Ben.
The Truth and Impossible Adventures of Tenix Burrow, a pulp serial fiction. Yes. It is quite a feeling to fall forever. Of course, fall does not exactly describe it, nor indeed does fly. Each patch of sky in the elemental plane of air is bound by no laws but its own, rendering petty attempts at direction of or definition meaningless. It is exactly this ferocious freedom that makes a plunge through the eternal blue the only way I've learned to truly relax. You seem distracted, observed Euryalus, shouting to be heard over the howling wind. That the goblin could so easily pierce my inscrutable facade was no surprise for me, for she is a sage of considerable wisdom and a lifelong friend to boot. I acknowledged, expertly adjusting my posture to avoid a drifting Aarakocra nest. Lord Primus was forewarned of my contract to infiltrate his mind palace. I have to leave my entire crew on Mechanus just to escape alive. I could sense her frown beneath the bleached bone skull that eternally obscured her face. It was an affectation of her monastic order, and just one of the many things I had never truly understood about her. All perished? Surely the traitor was among them. Perished? Oh no. I traded them. Lord Primus wished to study mortal mannerisms, and he was most forthcoming with the identity of my betrayer in return. I reached out across the divide and slipped from her finger the ring of command. With the loss of the magical item, she instantly ceased to fly and began to fall in earnest. A subtle distinction, but an important one. Her screams were already lost to the whipping wind by the time new bride loomed into view. I climbed aboard, weighing the ring in my palm. Its exact twin was nestled upon my own finger, forged by Euryalus many moons ago as a symbol of our undying friendship. Worry not, dear reader, she is my friend still, and it is fully my intention to return and catch her someday. The Approachable East, Volume 4. Oh yeah, I forgot we have 6 worms to figure out which ones we want to do. We'll do that in a minute. What abides below? Plomandon tells us that Grey Harbor was a small coastal village before Baldurin returned with his sea treasure and founded a great city here. But the vast subterranean ruins hidden beneath our modern city's sewer system tell a very different story. There was a city on the bight of the lower Kionthar ages before Baldurin built his sea tower, a metropolis of grand boulevards and granite towers open to the sky before the unknown cataclysm that split them into their foundations and then swallowed them into the bedrock. Who were these forgotten people who lived in the age before Baldurin? perhaps more importantly, who or what still lives in the ruins of the tumbled-down port town below. What things, creatures, or creations lurk deep beneath our streets, and do they have designs on what we like to think of as our world on the surface above? Interesting. Arthur's Private Musings. An unfinished love story handwritten by Arthur Gregorio, whose name is attached to the bottom of every page. Her ample bosoms fluttered like doves, fingers brushing against his nails. The very ends of his mustache stood at attention as the fire stirred behind his eyes. No doubt this was love. Love, love. The stuff that dreams are made of. It made him sweat to think of it. The grateful, enduring, blossoming magnitude of what it all... The priceless, breathless, weightless, sheer romping joy of it. Okay. Ooh, Solomon outfit in blue. I like this. This isn't equipped. It said in blue. Oh. It's nice. What's it worth? Whoops. It's worth nothing. Toy Maker's Basement Key. Well, we have already been in there. The True and Impossible Adventures, we have definitely read that one.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Oh, okay, I can't get to that one. Letter to Mamselle Amira, draft. Madame Amira, thank you for the invitation. You know how much I love Charis Caress, but I still haven't lived down my last experience with the Drow twins, and I fear they won't have forgotten my little mishap. So that was probably my last visit. I hope you will understand, Arthur. Okay. It's insane to me that gold is weighing me down. Thought we would have found a little bit more on where these things are. Been in there.
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha.
We do still have the desk.
Stand a chance.
The kitchen.
I bet I could hit that fancy one right on the nose. Pow!
I don't think the children can cope with being homeless again.
We're lucky there's still decent.
Okay, he's not out here anymore.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
It's up for discussion. If
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
My faith protects me.
I've got a long road ahead. Something's on my mind.
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
At the ready.
So, precisely how many red caps are missing?
I just can't.
Keep a sharp eye out. Red caps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
Okay.
All this kerfuffle over missing redcaps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our redcap cleaners demonstrate, most are perfectly harmless.
Why were these particular red caps?
Okay, again, can't go down here. Maybe we should head up here a little bit to see.
They attacked a child.
So I would like to find that shipment of stuff for the refugees, because it seems to have a lot of explosives in it, probably to kill all the refugees.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. You're a true Baldurian, I can tell. You must understand why we need to keep these strays out of our city.
Baldurian. Baldur's Gate is the most diverse city in all of Faerun. We should take them in with pride. Or, Baldurian, your accent's Rivingtonian. That hardly counts.
Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
Bitch.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
What?
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
Our hearts bleed for you. Get to the point. You're Sharon, aren't you? From Shadowheart's cloister?
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
Use your shared connection. Urge Shadowheart to lie. Reach out to her psionically. She should plead contribution for now. She has turned her back on your wretched goddess. Or let Shadowheart handle it. Let's let her handle it.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable. thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form of doing so, after all.
What a bitch. I was kind of hoping somebody would sell. Tholdra Tholdrin. Nice name.
Lord on the rack, give me patience.
Everything alright?
These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Okay. This place is so big. Oh yeah, let's figure out this really quick. Partial eliminate. I don't like that. What is this? Fly to a target. Ooh. Black hole. Create a point of intense gravity that pulls in all nearby enemies and possibly slows them. That's pretty good. Sonic dominance. When an enemy within 18 meters targets you with a spell or a level that is lower than or equal to your proficiency bonus, you can use your reaction to nullify the spell. Okay, those two are good. Illicit expertise. You have deepened your sense of self, gaining expertise in persuasion, deception, and intimidation checks. We're gonna grab that one. Fracture Psyche. Invade a target's mind and disrupt its defenses. The target's armor class is reduced by 1. Displacer Beast Shape. Transform into a Displacer Beast that can displace itself and enemies and has 85 hit points. Yes. Absorb Intellect. 1 to 8 healing. Gobble up a foe's intellect, lowering their intelligence by 1 per turn, and healing your wounds for 5 turns. Okay. So we have 4 more. I'm liking these 3. Free cast. You have discovered a marvelous adaptability within yourself. Spell slots, charges, and similar resources costs for your next action or spell are removed, refreshes after a long rest. Ooh. Mind Sanctuary. Sculpt a magical nexus that allows those within to take action and bonus actions interchangeably. Then Mind Blast. 8 to 36. Spew forth a canonical wave of psychic energy and possibly stun targets from within. So we have 4. Let's grab this.
That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
This one. Don't really care about this one too much. No, I do like that one.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Black hole. We have 2. We can get 2. Okay.
Coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
And there's only 4. This one, do we have this one already? Fly? If we do, there's only 3 more we can even get.
Any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off.
And we don't have fly.
That's an order.
Oh, we do have fly. Okay, we already have it. We must have gotten that one when we became the partial mind flayer. Refugee arrival record. A record maintained by the Flaming Fists of refugees arriving in Rivington in the last 10 days. The number increases in each of the previous 5 days. Clearly the town outside Worm's Crossing will be unable to accommodate all of them. Some of the names on the list are Zindra Mann, Tinker Nazim, Sendran Vanderhoof, Otterance Fenton, Gregory Bright, Andervish, Marfa Golowitz, Brilgor, Buckle, Skoner, Lucius Callista, and many more. Letter of complaint. To the Flaming Fist duty officer. I assume that members of the Flaming Fist were assigned to Rivington to maintain law and order among the refugees. But what do I see? Ragged refugees, big as life and twice as odorous, walking Rivington's streets as if they owned the place instead of keeping decently out of sight in that refugee camp. I warn you, my great aunt knows Blaze Liara Porter personally, and if those refugees aren't rounded up and kept where they belong, the Blaze will hear about it. Sarah Grotpo, whatever. Donation record. The Flaming Fist tasked the city's parliament with oversight of the gathering and distribution of donations to the refugees in Rivington. Responded with what appears to be a half-hearted attempt to list donations and donors. The list, much amended, possibly to conceal peculation by the Fists, includes the following entries. Alan Alith, 9, worn blankets of indifferent cleanliness. Lord Whitburn, 23 male shoes, mid-size, suitable for urban wear only. And Tharl Danthelon, 3 sets of worn travel cookware and utensils. Figaro Pennygood, 6 muslin pillows stuffed with humanoid hair. Arthur Gregorio, 21 stuffed toy bears, unusually weighty. Nancy Greta, 16 books, all copies of Lord Gortash's memoirs. Astel Sharp, 3 jars of preserved fish, 6 canisters of dried beans, small crate of Roth jerky, first aid supplies, blankets, cookware. This is a jumble. I'm not sorting through all this. Okay, so we know where it is.
Donations?
For what? It looks like you have plenty already. I'll take a donation, please. I'll make a donation. What do you need?
Food, sundries, gold. These poor refugee sods need all the help they can get.
Persuasion. I'd like to take the donation to the barn myself. Or I need to get into the barn right now. Something dangerous might be among the donations. Two. Well, good thing we have a 16 plus the... Why would it only go to 19? Or maybe that was...
I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
I'm not, buddy. There's a piggy. Let's talk to the pig.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries.
You're one of the most impressive pigs I've ever seen.
Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see.
Oh, well. Hoping there was more. The Many Tales of Mother Kempestry.
Go slowly.
Oh,
this
I see.
place is dangerous.
An excerpt from a book of short but terribly outdated tales for children told by Mother Campestry. The Hungry Bullywug. Once there lived a bullywug whose name was Billy. His clothes were ragged, he never washed, and he spoke in tongues that nobody could ever understand. But the worst thing about Billy was that he was always hungry. First he ate all the food that was in his village, then he moved on to villages nearby. Soon the entire region was starving because Billy could never have enough. Villagers offered to teach Billy how to farm so that he could make his own food, make his own way. But Billy was lazy. Billy only ever wanted to live off the kindness of others, so that is what he did. One day the villagers decided they'd had enough. They had been forced to live off their supplies for months, and were sick of it. And Billy, having gotten so fat from eating all of their food, had started to look rather appetizing himself. That's a nice kid's story. $20. Okay.
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so snug.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
Oh, I know who it was.
I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
We don't need to take all of the donations. Zuru. Oh, here's the tieflings. First, we need to go and sell our stuff. Requisition barn. So that's what this is. Oh. Hey, fellas.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore.
What do you think of Baldur's Gate?
Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing.
You looted Moonrise Towers?
Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry.
Show me these fancy items you have on offer. Anything magical?
Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look.
Forgotten Temple. Alright, let's see. Trade. I would like this bomb. What the hell is this? Holy hand soap. For washing your hands of dirt, muck, and even blasphemy. What? Okay. Fishing rod of alertness. Is this actually a bomb? Okay. Corvid token. Polymorph. Dire raven. While wearing the amulet, the wearer's jump and flying speed increases by 1.5 meters, and they can cast Featherfall. Will persist while the wearer is polymorphed or wild-shaped. Yeah, I'll grab that. Acrobatics and armor, gold ring, these do nothing. Cloak of cunning broom. When the wearer disengages, they also create a foggy cloud with 2-meter radius that lasts for 1 turn. So we'll grab it just because we personally don't have anything like that. We'll grab these. Whoops. grab that just in case we need it. Okay. At least those are worth a decent amount. We have all that incense too. Okay. Whoops. Well, at least for now we have a 107% discount. Oh well. Who will? Shoot, he wouldn't even have had enough if we didn't do that.
There is work to do.
Those are just books.
What a charmer.
That's 331. Keep that because we don't need anything else from him. Spoon of saltiness. Why does he have that?
Stay away from trapped chests.
Thank you.
Oh, hi! If you're here to save me again, I don't really need to be saved right now. Good thing, huh? Bye.
See you, buddy.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Bitch, I'm about to smack the shit out of you.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
Biscotti.
Oh, gods! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it?
Who's a good dog? You're a good dog.
Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back.
Ridiculous.
What are we gonna do in the city?
I apologize for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
Hey man, it loves the dog, that's right.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice.
I know the way they treat refugees around here is terrible. What happened to you?
Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do?
Let him continue ranting.
They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they only live just to shore up the walls, boys.
I'm not that.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
Medicine, let me take a look at that wound. Okay.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently.
This is barely a scratch. What's the idea?
Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Okay. Maybe you should tell them the truth.
It's only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
Dead chicken.
The state of this car. Wait, what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
What would he do there?
Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's healed.
Then I guess he better get round.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
I'm really worried about Umi.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say.
At least you made it. How are you holding it?
It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
Your face is familiar, but it isn't Danis's face. His is the only face I want to see. And I'll never see it again.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
Oh, sucks for you. Man, I really wish I would have known to go to Moonrise first.
The state of this car. Wait, what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. fed and watered. We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
Back off! I found these apples first.
I'm not interested in the damn apples.
Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Something over there.
It won't get us fed and watered.
Animal speaking.
Oh, I see. Compliments in return for the picnic, is it? Maybe I'll take that drink after all. Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
I guess not.
Shut it. Scavenge whatever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it.
Did you hear something earlier? Almost like a groan.
Well, we're by a windmill, after all. Probably some cog or joint in need of a little grease.
Speaking of grease,
Grr camp. I don't recognize any of them.
Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp.
Ah.
You're a bright light on a dark day.
Hey, what happened?
We underestimated an enemy, much like I underestimated you and your vampiric companion. Oh, yes. I know you hid him from me. But this is not the moment to discuss it. This is about the dead, not the undead.
Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned.
Did they save whoever they set out to rescue?
They could not.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel. But this one is new to me.
I didn't know there was a funeral. I'm sorry for your loss. Scandro was just telling me how you got your ass kicked. Yeah.
Those who have left us will be celebrated, not mourned. They died well, after all.
As we all hope to. And this is the one I spoke of, my lady. The stranger I met while hunting the spawn. They killed not only that Fenn's hag, but also the undying General Thorm, if the rumors are true.
2 fine trophies. Perhaps I can interest you in a third.
Perhaps. What do you have in mind?
Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampires spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could.
How am I meant to get in if this place is so well guarded?
The main entrance is blockaded, but there is another way. Near the park, you will find a broken tower, mid-repair. Climb the scaffolding, and you can enter his palace. It may be watched, but you will not walk into the slaughter that we did.
I'll do whatever I can.
If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Skald song.
There are so few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are.
We're getting so much inspiration, but we can't.
As long as we stand together.
We've been full on inspiration for so long. We haven't needed to use it. Household prayer. Lathander to light, saloon to guide, Kelmvor to judge, and passage provide. Abandoned locket. Yeah, it's just a regular locket.
For me.
Doesn't want to say what that was, I guess. It's a tier pink. I would assume it's a dye, but I have no idea. Child's drawing. It's got a piercing resistance for some reason. Can't stab it. That's what it is too, but there's no... Unless it's in a different area. Because we just got investigate Cazador's palace. Killing their people and kidnapping their children. She has to save the children and slay the vampire. We should find where Cazador resides. Oh yeah, okay, we don't know yet. There's a cat. What the fuck is that? Okay, I was like, we only needed 2. Ooh. Windmill basement, level it up. Mind flare, what the hell? Final warning. This is a notice demanding that the miller pay off his debt, lest his creditors oust him and claim the mill for themselves. Stuffed owlbear told me.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
Stealth, sneak away. It doesn't feel very fortunate.
Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on, kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
Attack the creature before it wakes up.
What? No! I've had so little time.
What's the plan?
Fuck yes.
I will ascend.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Mind Flayer Brain, Ring of Truthfulness. You gain an advantage on insight checks. Windmill Key. Absolute Orders, Newborn. True Soul Aelin. Your time has come, the absolute cause to all faithful, and you have been faithful indeed. Leave your barracks, leave your armor, leave all insignia of rank behind. You are part of the Flaming Fist no longer. You have been a loyal true soul, but soon you will be so much more. You will be one of us. So I gotta eat this brain. That gives me a parasite. And there's only 3. I have 2 more. This will be the next one, and then that one. Cool.
Let's see what this does.
The ladder? You go up it.
not over, then through.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Something happening to the Elder Brain. Reflections of a Gullible Prick. This stained tome records a long and arduous journey. I hoofed it to Baldur's Gate based on a god's damned promise. They'll welcome you with open arms, my cousins said. Everyone has a home in the gates. 17 days I marched, 17 days of their whining toddlers and their piss reek. 17 days of howling wolves huddling around sickly fires and still that stench. Of course they didn't let us through to the city when we showed up. Shoved us into a camp teeming with snivellers and snarers. Had it with them, their sob stories, the entire gall of their presence. If I've got to be stuck outside the city, I'll make home in a chicken coop. It smells better than those shit-stained whelps called my cousins, at least. The rest of the text continues in a similarly aggrieved fashion. Well, I don't know where he is. Maybe he's dead. The hell is this? This is obviously outside of Baldur's Gate, so we still aren't actually there. Dirty toilet seat.
What's that?
What? Sword Coast Curious
Might be
Key.
useful.
Oh, what's this place? Life of Beaky. The pigeons in service of the communicators of the city deserve far more renown than that which is afforded to them. Take Beaky, for example, a pigeon, age 10, a great-great-great-grandfather and a noble upholder of his tremendous duties. Orange of beak and charcoal of wing, rare is the Baldurian who has not glimpsed the flash of his wing darting hither and fro across our fair city. Beaky has carried dukes, writs, marriage announcements, emergency notices, and more with nary a complaint from his cooing beak. Who among us can claim a more stalwart dedication to so important a profession? Post-house dog's log. This log of courier hounds is matted with dried saliva and dog hair. Bulworth. No fleas, lots of nodding though. Coat matted, breath smells, big bark still. Good boy. Snee. Good girls always. No coating matting. Coat matting. Scratches occasionally. Note. Check for fleas later. Scratch. Still gone. Miss you, boy. Oh, is this his owner's house? Official, unofficial circus history. An excerpt from the officially unofficial history of the Circus of the Last Days that documents the last time the circus came to Baldur's Gate. Dumpy Dumpling was the headline act, as he had been for a decade. His performance was the usual firework farts, chicken snapping, and his trademark pie in the ear trick. The crowd laughed and clapped, but Dumpy lacked spark. His heart wasn't in it. Dumpy called for a volunteer. An unassuming man with reddish hair and a shy smile volunteered. And then everything changed. The man commanded the stage with the sheer joy of his presence. His one-liners were lightning quick, his comebacks even more so. The crowd were enthralled, myself included, as we laughed till we cried. By the end of the show, I had forgotten I was there to see Dumpy. Lucretius the circus, ever charismatic leader, is no fool. She saw the star this man would be, even in the rough, unpolished state. She offered him a job then and there. When he bashfully accepted, the crowd erupted in applause. I knew even then that I had just witnessed history, for Norris Greeny was the man's name, or as he would come to be better known, Dribbles the Clown.
My son, he's only a boy. You must understand.
Sir! Can't let you in.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Hello.
A new face. Something to send? Don't be shy.
Outsiders.
Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed.
Wait, delivery not guaranteed?
Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
Oh, failed insight. Any idea where the birds went missing?
Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them. I can tell you that much.
I could find the... I'll be happy to take a look.
Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me. Unopened, of course. And there's some gold in it for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna quick save. I don't know if I can read stuff without being... No, we can't read it.
This is front page material.
I won't say it again.
But we won't clear from our... There's nowhere else to go. Please.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours.
Primer and Calamshan.
There must be something that'll make
A primer on local Calamshan dialects covered in clumsy notes. You want to stroll down Calam Port's bustling streets, duck down a Brada alleyway and breathe in the smell of Asarth for the kitchen backs. Want to be nodded to in respect as an Alamarifi by the locals? Well, read on, noble traveler of tongues, to learn what linguistic wonders await in the Shining Lands. Okay.
This is front page material.
Oh, we said stop that.
Alright, time to skulk about. Please.
That'll make
My
a
son.
great headline.
He's only a boy. You must understand.
Fascinating.
Urgent report for Duke Ravenguard priority entry.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
Oh.
Your light fingers have attracted attention.
Okay, well, that just means we gotta walk out of the door and then open it. Because he didn't notice when we took it the first time. I'll go back, read this.
Great headline.
There must be something.
Post-house delivery complaints. A log missing deliveries. Turn to the most recent page. Our buckle knit broadsheet delivery never arrived. Midley irked. Mungo Frigglebottom. Fees. Note any letters marked postmaster shipment inquiry that are found and retrieved unopened will be much appreciated, Danzo. Employee pay log. The pay slips of all the employees of the post house. Tringo's pay is marked docked 2 copper pieces at Marahesh request. Mailbox. Address book. A collection of postal addresses for notable city folk. Song Tavern. Okay, that didn't update anything. So both of these just go outside. Let's go upstairs. Oh, hello.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
To Lily Chasman, Provost Academy. Dear Lily, Dadders and I can't believe our luck in getting you admitted to Provost as a boarding student just before this refugee crisis sealed the city gates. It costs 2 arms and a leg, but if it keeps you inside the gates walls until the danger is past, it's worth whatever we had to pay. Now don't worry about your parents. We're safe enough in Rivington as long as the Steel Watch is here to protect us. And whatever happens, whatever you hear, don't take it into your head to leave the city. Knowing that you're safe at the academy is what keeps us going every day, and we'll get through this. You know we will. Helm bless and keep you, Lily. Bombers. Form H. Refusal of admittance. Petitioner name here. The Flaming Fist Company regrets to inform you that your request to enter Baldur's Gate has been denied. This is due to, check all that apply, evasive answers to routine questions, suspected cult affiliation, lack of visible means of support. Denied petitioners may reapply after a 10-day, but too frequent reapplication is considered harassment and subject to penalty. To Hiring Manager, Steel Watch Foundry. Greetings, I am an experienced forge assistant, currently stuck in Rivington, but I expect to get into the city soon. When I do, I hope you'll grant me an interview at your famous foundry because I'm going to need work and I'm really very good at hammering and, tonguing away. Anyway, don't forget me. I'll be coming around shortly so you can see if you want to hire me. Henry Tongues Buxter. To Lord Havenford Gist. To the Honorable Lord Haverford Gist. Your reputation as a charitable nobleman is renowned far beyond the walls of Baldur's Gate, those walls that could preserve my family from the rage of the absolute cult, could we but gain admittance. However, the Flaming Fist at the south span of Worms Crossing are adamant in their refusal to let us in. I beg you to please use your influence to send a message to them allowing our passage. We would owe you our undying gratitude, and if you were to read in need of an experienced scribe, I'll be willing to work for only the most nominal wages. Scribe Gallagher Brim in Rivington. There's a pigeon. Talk to him.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on!
Against the Absolute? I know, I'm fighting in it.
The Absolute? Poppycock! Enemy propaganda designed to confuse simple minds. Pah. Not your fault you fell for it. You need a strong leader like myself to see the wood under the trees. I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Triumpha. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day.
I hear some of your officers have gone missing recently. What happened to them?
Damned awful business. Fine flyers, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. We're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the Blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
Okay. Why did Karlach only get the inspiration? Okay, we read all those. Should we talk to the other pigeons?
A little wet under the wing for our unit. The commander will soon straighten you out.
I've no need of a wing man. Commander Lightfeather will give you your briefing.
Okay. Okay. Grand Duke Ravengard, eyes only. After marching west from Moonrise Towers, the Absolute's forces took Angevled and then split into two wings. One wing consisting mainly of bugbears and human mercenaries and brigands has remained north of the Chianthar and is traveling west on the Skuldask Road, threatening Tempest Tears, which by the time you read this has probably already fallen. The second wing, mostly goblins of the Seven Tribes, bolstered by hobgoblins, crossed to the southern bank of the river and is marching west past Sunrise Spire, ultimately threatening Rivington and Worm's Crossing. Both wings are commanded by cadres of renegade drow officers, easily identifiable during daylight hours by their broad-brimmed shade hats. There are notable fewer of these officers in the ramshackle southern wing, and I think the goblins would be vulnerable to ambush in the fields south of Rivington. Scout Manip Nashkellen. Okay, so here is the missing letters. Okay, so that's the only thing we really have at the moment. But we have a level up for everybody. Level 10. Whoa. Improved Bardic Inspiration, 1d10. We get... You may customize a skill. Okay. We get 2. Get that one, and probably maybe stealth. No. Resist being shoved. We'll go full bard with that. Get a cantrip. Oh, really? Just these? With the hand. What spell should we grab? Can hypnotize things for 2 turns. Ooh, we'll do this one. In case we have to do like mind flares and stuff like that. Magical secrets. Your versatile knack for the arcane lets you learn magic from every discipline. Choose some additional spells to add to your repertoire. Okay. Banishing Smite. Possibly banish your target. Okay, so this one you can do with a ranged weapon. Cone of Cold. Make a flurry of frost, crisp air, and condensed snow crystals erupt from your hands. 8 to 64 damage. Holy shit. Conjure Elemental. Bend the barrier between the planes until they disgorge an elemental ally to form and fight for you. That would be good. That'd be another person on our team. Raise Stone. Blight. Death Ward. Protect someone from death. Wall of Fire. Dominate Beast. I think Wall of Fire would be good. And the Elemental. Then we can replace a spell. What would we want to replace anything? I don't think so. Subclass features. Improved combat superiority. The size of your superiority dice increases to 1d10 and then gain 2 passives. Maneuver. Maneuvers are powerful attacks that can use superiority die. Okay. Trip attack. Spend a superiority die to make an attack that deals an additional 1d10 damage and possibly knocks the target prone. I like trip. Frightens. I like fainting. See, she has Divine Intervention. You can cast Divine Intervention to invoke your god's aid. Once used, this can never be used again. What? Okay. Let's see. Adopt the powers of another mighty beast. Extra movement speed, that'd be good. Ooh, advantage on strength checks. And carrying capacity is doubled. Let's do bear. Hell yeah. Man, we're gonna have so many. We won't be able to. Oh man.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
What? I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist. Right?
Oh, maybe. Okay, let's see, where are we? So, just to the right is the rooftops. Let's go ahead and do that.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the surf.
That's curious.
Better not be cursed.
Murdered refugee.
Something good here, I hope.
Like its will be done.
Oh, what the hell?
No one's stopped me yet.
Indolence breeds madness. Onward. Securing.
I hate when it does that shit. Last warning. You're sticking your immigrator nose in where it don't belong. You got a brain in your head, you'll stay in the filthy camp with the other absolute looter vagrant scum. Your girl didn't get that memo. You really don't want to know what happened to her. No scram. What the heck?
That might be worth a look.
Okay. How would anybody get over there to pull that?
That might be worth a look.
Sunlit cave mouth.
Just so.
Okay, everybody's back.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Okay, so that will take us back.
Can't slow down. Let's have a look. Something over there.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Still encumbered. Why? Just because we have so many of these. Oh yeah. Because we don't actually need them. We're not encumbered anymore. Let's take this way.
That's curious.
Well guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. But when we come back, we'll be exploring more of this place. Oh, that's where all that is. Well, we're gonna go back up here probably and do this one. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day and I'll see you. Bye.